Welcome to Sincerely Bhakti. My name is Bhaktilata, and today we are exploring the expert treatment for the mad mind. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 6, verse 35, commentary by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa said, O mighty armed son of Kuntī, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind, but it is possible by suitable practice and by detachment. So at this point in the Gita, Arjuna has heard the instructions of Jnana Yoga, which means meditation on the Supreme Lord. He's heard these instructions and he has concluded that it is impractical, unendurable. He says it is impossible to curb the restless mind. It is like the wind. So if he's saying it's impossible and he's telling this to his spiritual guide, to God, Krishna, then Krishna is responding by saying, I get it. I understand. Yes, it is undoubtedly very difficult. Durnigraham. And then, like any proper guru, proper guide, coach, he's going to say, but it's still possible by doing two things, which is practice and detachment. Now, Prabhupada elucidates what Krishna means by practice and detachment in his purport. He says, by practice, it doesn't simply mean what Krishna has described already in the Gita, that if you just continue to sit in a solitary place, restrain the senses, focus the mind on the super soul, observe celibacy, and remain alone, etc., then you will attain perfection. No, that practice is impossible. I mean, it was impossible in Krishna and Arjuna's time, what to speak of today. So Prabhupada elucidates by saying the 9 processes of devotional service. And these processes begin with Shravanam, or hearing. There's hearing, chanting, remembering the Lord, offering worship, offering prayers, becoming the Lord's friend, offering your full surrender, and etc. There are others. So these 9 processes of devotion are so practical. And by engaging the mind in these practices, then naturally you become detached from material activities and you become attached to Krishna, to spiritual activities. And he says here that by detaching the mind from activities not devoted to the Lord, one can very easily learn Vairagya. So Vairagya doesn't only become easy, it becomes a joyful experience. You could say detachment is easy. How is that even possible? To detach sometimes feels very difficult, right? Our mind and our hearts are stuck and absorbed in things in this world. And Prabhupada gives a definition of what Vairagya truly means detachment from matter and engagement of the mind in spirit. So it's such a simple definition. It means that I'm simply not engaged in the matter of this world. And by engaging our mind in spirit through the 9 processes of devotion, then detachment happens very naturally. That's what truly detachment means. If we're not engaging in matter, then we are detached. Where else would our attachment be? Now, Prabhupada anticipates any kind of counter argument to what spirit could be translated as, right? Spirit does not simply mean impersonal spiritual detachment, being absorbed and meditating on the Brahman or the light, right? The effulgence of God. This is similar to nothingness. And it's just, you can't stay there. You can't stay in a state of peaceful light. In simple terms, you just get bored. You're going to get bored in simple light without any activity. The nature of the soul is to be active. And so the 9 processes of devotion are about engaging the soul in God, in actual spirit. And so Prabhupada offers this beautiful word about what happens when we actually detach from matter and attach to spirit. He says, Parishanubhuti, which means spiritual satisfaction. Now, isn't that what we're all looking for? I mean, there was a famous song in the 70s that said, I can't get no satisfaction, the sense that no matter what I do in this world, I'm not satisfied. And what we're all truly looking for is satisfaction, that I'm at peace with my heart and my soul, and I'm joyful also. Parishanubhuti, such a beautiful word to describe what we're truly looking for. And Prabhupada writes here, it's just like the feeling of satisfaction a hungry man has for every morsel of food he eats. So we're hungry. We have to acknowledge that we're all hungry and we're all looking for meaning. We're looking for satisfaction and we're hungry. We're hungry for it, but we're not getting it. There's so much emptiness in this world. And so when we're hungry and we're not getting satisfied and we find what we're truly looking for and we are feeling satisfied, that parishanubhuti, I'm becoming satisfied now. I have found what I'm looking for. So that is the expert treatment. Prabhupada says here, the expert treatment of the mad mind. So our mind is so mad. It is flickering, chalam. It is always going here and there, trying to find that satisfaction. And so we can treat that mad mind by practice and detachment, these 9 processes of devotion. And through that process of engaging in service to God, we become detached from matter and attached to spirit or to Krishna. And we experience that spiritual satisfaction that we're all looking for. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next time. Thank you. Hare Krishna.